Hey, welcome to today's video. I'm Richard Chapo. I'm an internet lawyer in San Diego, California. So today we're taking a look at the wild and exciting area of California privacy law. And specifically, who does the CCPA apply to? So what is the CCPA? It is the California Consumer Privacy Act. And it went into effect in, well, no, it didn't. It was enacted in the summer of 2018. It goes into effect January 1st, 2020. However, significant sections of the CCPA will not actually be enforced until likely the spring of 2020 or maybe even the early summer, and that's due to an issue with the California Attorney General's office. So who does the CCPA apply to? And the answer is consumers. That's literally what it says. Okay, and so that's a rather vague term, but if we dig into the definitions, in the Act, we find that a consumer is defined as a natural person who is a California resident. And so basically, we're talking about people who actually live in California. And that's a very important distinction. It's a nice, clean definition, and it really helps you understand from a legal perspective when you have to comply with the CCPA and when you don't as a online business or an offline business. So let's look at an example to see if we understand. Let's say you have an e-commerce site and you are selling products across the U.S., and you sell some products into California, you sell some into, I don't know, Texas, some into New York. Okay, well, your California customers may contact you and say, hey, we want to exercise our CCPA rights. We want to know what information you're collecting about us, who you're sharing it with, and we'd like copies. Okay, well, those are rights that are potentially available under the CCPA, and so you're going to have to comply. But the problem, of course, is that if somebody, let's say from New York, contacts you with the same request, well, technically, you don't have to comply. And the reason being, they are not a California resident, so the CCPA does not apply. And that is the cold, hard legal answer. That's a clean answer. There's no doubt. You know, even if they challenged it in court, that's an easy win. So that's the legal answer. However, there's also the practical side of this that you need to take into effect, and this is something that comes up with the CCPA quite a bit. Do you really want to be in a position where you are giving California customers more rights and information than customers in other states? Because how do you think those other customers are going to respond? You could potentially get negative Yelp reviews. You could have them going on social media and complaining, and we know how that all develops. You know, one little small complaint, the proverbial pebble, if you will, suddenly starts rolling downhill. Other people get involved, the media gets involved. Next thing you know, there's a boulder coming at your business, and it's panic time. So there's a practical aspect to this. While the clean legal answer says that if the customer isn't in California, well, you don't have to comply. From a business perspective, you need to think about, do we maybe want to make this a universal policy for customers in the United States or maybe even worldwide? And for this reason, a lot of the lawyers, including myself, tend to think the CCPA may become the de facto national privacy law in California, because a lot of businesses are just going to make the decision, you know what, we'll just give everybody the same rights. So we prevent a situation, where even though technically we're right from a legal perspective, we create a PR nightmare for ourselves. So that's something you want to discuss with your lawyer, and you want to think that through. If you want to read the actual definition, you can see it down there in Section 3. Go to California Civil Code Section 1798.140, subsection G. You don't have to go hunt through the California code. Just write that down and do a search for it on Google, and the code section should pop up. So if you have any questions or comments, or you need help with the CCPA, you can reach me at SoCalInternetLawyer.com or post your questions below. However, please don't post anything confidential or anything that would be sensitive, because you don't want that out in the public. And feel free to subscribe to this channel because we're going to be posting a ton of CCPA videos, and hopefully a lot of those videos will contain the answers that you need for questions that you may have. So anyways, thanks for watching. Have yourself a good one.